thematic investing really is about identifying and capturing long-term structural developments. And it also allows us to take a step back from the daily noise on the market and really focus on what is important in the long run. We can use this as an orientation for our portfolio and really focus on the long-term structural changes that matter. However, thematic investing is obviously also quite complicated because there's many themes out there, so there's a lot of choice that investors eventually can invest in. For us, thematic investing is not really just picking one single theme, but there should be a choice of a couple of themes. So we would argue that you pick a multi-theme portfolio, and because the themes are moving in cycles, they change in strength over the course of time, we would also argue that such a portfolio needs to be actively managed. So actively managed multi-thematic investing is the way forward to capture the opportunity on the equity market. What we want to see in a theme is a long-term character, so we're not just looking at the next few months, but it's really something that will only unfold over many years, probably even decades. And then we also want this to have a structural character. So it's not dependent on the overall economic cycle. We're less interested in the discussion where interest rates go. We're less interested in the discussion where inflation rates go or what is the outlook for the US economy for the next half year, because we try to identify developments that are longer term and structural. A good starting point for this is what we call the mega trends. The mega trends, as we have formulated them, are urbanization, tech innovation, resource scarcity, and also demographic change. And if you pick, for example, demographic change, then this character becomes quite obvious, because demographic change is not contingent on the direction of the interest rates. It's not contingent on the level of inflation. It is something that will unfold irrespective of the direction of the US economy. So we can use this as a way to position our portfolio and try to look through the shorter term fluctuations and focus on what is important in the long run. We feel that the traditional sector universe, the traditional sector classification, is something that is too constraining for us to really capture the opportunities that arise from the mega trends and that we can translate into themes. If you pick, for example, a theme like the energy transition, call it next generation energy or call it decarbonization as well, then you have a lot of different areas of the economy that play into this. You have traditional industrial companies that provide the technology for solar power, for wind power, for example. You have modern technology companies when it comes to energy efficient use of energy, because the best way to avoid carbon emissions is actually to not use the energy as well. And you also have, for example, raw materials companies that are interesting with regard to this theme, because we will need more copper and we will also need lithium in order to achieve the decarbonization. So this is where we need to take a different angle as compared to the traditional sector classification, have a broader way of looking at the market, and also identify the opportunities along the value chain of a theme.